Hello everyone, this is Lorena, and I'm back with another Duel Links video. Yes, my channel is still alive, I haven't abandoned it, it's just I've been dealing with some shit. And for anyone that didn't ask, I would like to talk about this dream I had last night, which I can't really talk about it in detail because I mostly forgot what it was about. But it was basically a combination of past personal drama, and apparently Yami Yugi was at the center of it because, well, why not, for some reason. I mean, it's not like my brain wants him to ever win, you know? Is he not in the backlog? He's not in the backlog, but he absolutely won at least one of those. He wasn't in there. I thought he kind of was. But anyway, I don't understand my brain's obsession with Yami Yugi being terrible. What is with this obsession? It makes no sense, even by the standards of Season 0. Alright, well, I don't understand that dream, but you may be wondering where I've been and what exactly I've been doing, because clearly I haven't been uploading anything. Well, I have recorded events, although I've mainly skipped PvP content. I didn't record for one Wave Duel Scramble, and wait, actually I think that's 2 Wave Duel Scrambles now. And I skipped a tag tournament, and hello Yami Yugi, are you going to kick my ass by any chance? Because I would actually like to win, you know, just because I want to, and this is still a competitive card game. I haven't forgotten that just because I keep losing. Anyway, I've been doing things. I've been very obsessed, you understand, but recently I've been obsessed with, maybe I shouldn't be. You know what, I don't get to choose these things. When I get obsessed, my brain doesn't let me choose. You have to understand. Anyway, I would like to stop suffering now. Except that's not an option. And instead of suffering less, now I have to suffer more. Why? Well, you know, that's a very good question. Why? I don't know. I just don't. You know, there are problems that are definitely contributing to why I haven't been uploading much. But there are also problems that have nothing to do with any of that shit. And I think the problems that haven't been, well, you know, I think my personal problems are worse. And because if we deal with all of this shit that is going on within this country, I think that some of my shit would still be a problem. So, yeah, fixing that doesn't really help with much. And what is going on here? Am I having a connection problem? Anyway, while I'm busy waiting for my opponent to make a move, that is, if he can make a move, or if my computer is functioning. Oh, well, apparently the connection problem's on his end. Okay, well that's unfortunate, but I really don't want another connection failure, so, yeah. I lost a duel because of a connection failure, at least that's what I assume. I don't know necessarily that I would have won that duel, it just looks like I was going to. So, failing to win because of a connection failure really sucks. I'm sure Yami Yugi can relate. Yeah, anyway, there is a lot going on in this country, but I think a lot of my worst problems right now is all of the problems this country is not responsible for. Yes, for some reason I keep getting more. You may be wondering what my latest personal problem is. To be fair, this country kind of brought it back from the graveyard for some reason. I don't know why, but it did. I'd really like to be able to earn money, you know, instead of being dependent on Social Security. But that doesn't mean that if I suddenly had a job, that I wouldn't still have issues. Oh, and by the way, I still need medication. So if I had a job, I'd still need it. No, destroying Social Security does not mean I get to work. It just means I get to be more unstable, which is definitely not what anyone wants to hear. I just do not understand why this country has so many fucking issues. But I'm serious. I don't think that the things this country is dealing with right now is necessarily my worst problem. Because I've got even worse problems. And you may be wondering then why bring up an issue that was started politically? Well, it was definitely a problem, yes. Yes, it did start with that, but I think that part of me just really wants to be a valued member of society. I am not considered a valued member of society as someone on disability. That is what this country is saying to me. And that's not necessarily because the country as a whole actually believes that, but the government certainly does. This really doesn't make anyone convinced that, guys, I'm serious, I've got personal problems, but this country didn't make them. They didn't, I swear. But yeah, I do admit that politics is a convenient, how should I put this? It's very convenient to blame it on things. You know, just blame every problem I have on everything going on right now, politically. Because how convenient! Very convenient, except that's not really going to help me at all. Alright, now what do I think would help me? I don't know. And being obsessed with you, Belle, really isn't very helpful, to be honest. Oh god. What was I going to summon? Oh, right, yeah. Maybe I should think about these things before I use my skill. Well, excuse me, I still don't get to choose my obsessions. That's still true. Although I may not seem as obsessed these days, I think the problem is I am. No, wait, that's not the actual... Did I just... Oh, hold on, what did I just say? What are the implications there? Because I don't know. Okay, sure. Do not taunt me. I cannot see your taunt in the back. I cannot see your taunt in the dual log, okay, dude? I do not know what you just said to me. Provided you did taunt me. Which, I don't know if you did or not. I think you definitely did just taunt me. I cannot see your taunt in the dual log. That is my problem with it. Right, okay, sure. You just negated... Okay, Right, I'm going to continue attacking, and because that's fun. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to just steal your Dark Magician, because everyone is obsessed with stealing things from me, so I have to steal things now, because everyone is obsessed with stealing my cards. Okay, that was stupid. Well, anyway, where was I? Something about my obsession. Yes, it really isn't very helpful to be obsessed with you, Belle, of all things. Well, you know, I may be less obsessed in the future. Provided, well, actually, is that true? I'm not sure. I guess if I ever stop experiencing so much pain. But, I mean, I'm still suffering, so... Anyway, you may be wondering why I'm still suffering. I'd like to point you to the White House. Although I do not know where it is, so don't ask. You may be wondering, how do you not know where the White House is? No, I mean, I just don't know where it is in general. I can tell you where it is, just not any other, Stop taunting me while I can't read your taunts. I hope my opponent really is taunting me and I'm not just seeing things, because I do see things sometimes. You may be like, what the hell does that mean? What do you mean, what does it mean? It means all sorts of things! Okay, well, you live. I have no idea how you lived, but you lived. Yes, I have no idea how he lived, even though Kite Ride was in his hand, and Graveyard. Okay, well, my opponent, Alright, thank you. That was very, very interesting content. I assume that more of you will continue to surrender as I attempt to make a video I will actually upload sometime this month. Oh my god. I am behind with the backlog, but it is quite obvious where my attention has been focused, isn't it? I was trying to say other things, but it just keeps coming back up that I am pissed at the current regime, so to speak, because this country has a wannabe dictator. You're in your late 70s, dude. Deal with it, you're not a dictator. And even if he was, he would die soon anyway. So he wouldn't really be a very good one. I mean, he's already a terrible president, so yeah, but it's just, why? You think no. Let's not let him be a dictator, okay? Seriously, he's been in the White House for way too long. Like, how did he even get back in? Seriously, I'm still pissed about it. As you guys can clearly tell, this video was supposed to be about other things, like my personal problems. I don't think it's supposed to be about what I said it. Okay, sure. My brain decided let's bring up politics anyway, even though I say it's not actually the main problem. Yes, let's bring up politics anyway, because that fixes everything. No, not that card. That card is evil. Yes, because that could absolutely be taken seriously. Well, I did, let's see, how many times did I do Kaiba yesterday? I'm not sure, but I think Yami Yugi showed up more. And you must showed up more as well, for reasons, I guess it's fun to play as Yuma now. I don't think it stopped being fun, but okay, sure. Hello? Hold on. Okay, I was just making sure that wasn't a stupid decision, but it was already too late anyway, so if it was dumb. Well, at least my effect hasn't been negated. At least so far. I have lost my cards a number of times because my effect was negated. One time I didn't even notice. You know, because for some reason I don't notice things a lot. Yes, quite tragic. You know, I don't even know what my personal problems are. I think that's the problem. I don't actually know what my problem is, so how am I supposed to tell you about it? If I knew my personal... Dude, what? How is that supposed to help you? But okay, sure, go ahead. Do you know what happens to the last duelist that did that? If this was a mirror match, there would be a point to this decision, but this is not a mirror match. Okay, put that card back in his hand. That's definitely not good. And your turn is over. Well, congratulations. You have just lost. Well, let's see. How many duels do I have to do now? Oh, well, I ranked up. I think this is about where I stopped last time. Okay, I can do it one more time and then I can collect my rewards. Although my gems go to the inbox again. That didn't take very long. In fact, it took so little time that no one ever realized I did use them. Well, maybe when I upload Vector's event, you guys will notice. Yes, whenever that is. And hello, Yuma. How many people are going to show up just because I said their name? Dear Lord. Well, actually, I didn't say Yami Yugi's actual name. And also, when I said Yuma's name, I didn't really take into account that Astral is also there. But, I mean... Why am I so... Okay, sure. You know, I might lose. You guys may be like, wait, what? Yeah, I might lose. I'm going to try to bait him because of the way that I might lose. It really doesn't help me, though, to say things like that, does it? No, but I set super polarization, which is probably a stupid decision, so I'm going to set this. And hope he doesn't touch it. Now watch as he touches it somehow. I mean, honestly, how do my opponents keep doing that? They can't all be cheating. I mean, one or two maybe, but not all of them. Though maybe Yuma can get rid of my entire back row. Which, honestly, would be an accomplishment if this game wasn't, well, where it is. I mean, you can't really call this a children's card game anymore, can you? Okay, well, I'm just going to sit here and watch. Yes, I'm going to sit here and watch. You're going to exceed some, and I'm going to see if I can disrupt your strategy. Which I may not be able to, because I might decide to disrupt you at the wrong time. Okay, how are you guys doing this? Because you're not all cheating, what the fuck? Oh god. Maybe I'm predictable or something. Predictable, yes. Except, how did he know exactly where on the field I put it? How did he know that I put it on the field first? That is a very good question. I wish I knew the answer to that, but I don't. Anyway, I'm going to make sure that he... Well, actually, he could have another of those in his deck, though. Because I dueled another Yuma that had at least 2 of those in his deck. So disrupting his strategy may have failed. You can still XZ summon again. Which he proves by doing that. Okay. Alright. I am tired of dueling Yuma. But, you know, I think I'm more tired of dueling Vector. You might be like, wait, what? Yes, I dueled Vector recently. You didn't notice? You didn't notice that I dueled Vector recently? I can go back to the backlog and... I mean, I saw me dueling Vector in the backlog. I just couldn't see Yami Yugi in the backlog, even though I know I dueled him at least once or twice or 3 times or 5. You know, I really wasn't counting. Shit. Dude, I am fucked. And now the real question is, am I going to upload this video? Dude, I hate when you do that. You did that to me before at one point. And you're a different player. Although most of the time I just raised active characters because, you know. Oh, that's more fun. I don't even know the players. I don't even know anyone, basically. It's a miracle I can even say anyone's name. You know, that sounds stupid until you remember how many times I've mispronounced someone's name. And it wasn't even Fusion's name. Okay. I'm going to be honest. At that time, I called Yugo Fusion on purpose. But I have accidentally almost called him other things. Now, I'm pretty sure I've accidentally done similar with Yuma. And just wait until I forget which Yuma I'm talking about. Maybe like, what? Yes, well, maybe if it's... Okay, listen. There is a game I'm playing with a Yuma in it. It's just not on Steam yet. It will be on Steam. And then I will have to keep track of which Yuma I'm talking about at any given time. Which I think this one has priority, but you know. You might be wondering, which series are you talking about? Which series could I be talking about? I'm gonna go back to suffering. Anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Wait, hold on. Oh wait, before I end the video, I'm going to go be obsessed. And who is this? Is it someone I dueled recently? I don't really know. I don't know if I dueled that person, you know, at all. I never know if I dueled these people. Well, some of them I do know what they are. I do know who some people on my friends list are. I just don't know everyone on it. Because at least half of them are just random friend requests. Yeah, I just came out and I'm like, yes, I am in complete pain in this other game I'm playing. Oh, right, because that is absolutely what I do all the time, just suffer and nothing else. You know, I'm sure that's getting old, but I mean, as old as it's getting, it's just still true. It just keeps happening. My pain just keeps being a thing. It keeps being relevant. You can blame Trump for that. And Elon Musk and a bunch of other people. You can blame anyone with money, basically. Wow, the pain is real. Until you lose, of course. And because obviously I like winning, and it is objectively much better than losing. Objectively much better. I know that I make a lot of misplays, but I would like to assume I've gotten better at using these cards. You know, considering how often I've used them. We're going on what? Year 4? I'm still using the same cards over and over. With some exceptions based on the skill of the year. Oh god. And another one appears. Wait, hold on. Okay, that would be... No. Okay, well then, yeah, you just destroyed yourself. That was interesting. I'm going to take you out now. And that was fun! I don't know what's going on with my brain. I think I've got issues. Why don't I see a professional? I wonder when that professional will have any amount of progress with me, considering I'm still in so much pain. Yes, everyone's just like, see, get professional. Dude, what are they supposed to do? Anyway, guys, I'm going to go back to having an existential crisis. And I'll record for a rerun. Which one is coming up next? Monabu's, I think. I can't remember.